Hey guys, we're back with the streaming. We're a tad late on this one. Eala held the first game. This is a very interesting matchup. Eala has not played since Wimbledon, where she had a phenomenal tournament. We covered a lot of those matches. And Zheng, a big-time player. But she was so down on her game after losing to Chwalinska at Roland Garros. And she's played a little bit better since then, a tad better. Reached the quarters of Athens, where she lost to Krejcikova, if I remember correctly. We're going to look up the results in a second of Zheng and then dive a little bit deeper into the slump, so to speak, of form. But long story short, she's looking to get back to the level where she once was. I mean, her ranking is 123 in the world, right? So that's brutal. This is a former top 5 player. Yeah, she was in the quarters of Athens, won a couple of matches there. So, like I said before, she lost to Chwalinska in Roland Garros, and she was very upset after that match. It was 4-0, but Chwalinska, you know, she was so difficult to play at Roland Garros. And she then went to Queens, lost in the first round to Christian, lost to Gibson in Nottingham second round, lost to Towson second round at Bad Homburg, lost to Siniakova first round of Wimbledon. So, yeah, tough results for Zheng for sure. Again, this is a player that was ranked number 4 in the world, right? Olympic champion. Can you imagine that? In a year where Iga Swiatek had won Roland Garros, 24. I mean, that's a huge result right there. And of course, the final of the Australian Open as well. So I think Eala is the favorite here simply because it's going to be a long road back for Zheng. She's going to have to build up that confidence one step at a time. And Eala took some time off after Wimbledon, didn't play any tournaments. And at Wimbledon, she was able to take out Iga Swiatek on center court, which was an incredible match. Also beat Maya Joint, who had taken out Serena Williams in the first round. So, look, Eala is steadily getting better. She's top 30 now, ranked 28 in the world. And she, yeah, she's the favorite here. 2 break points, 15-40 on the Zheng serve. What Zheng's problem has been, and it's confidence related, is just mistakes. Just too many mistakes in her game. Too many errors. It's as simple as that. And just like that error right there, one of the best forehands potentially in the world when she was 4 in the world. I mean, it's my favorite forehand on the WTA Tour. No, but look, it's not working right now. Due to confidence, nothing wrong with her technique or anything like that. It's just completely confidence related, and their break point down, she dumps a forehand into the net. Eala gets the break, up 2-love. Eala pouncing on that high ball with her forehand. Gets her body into that shot. Draws the error from Zheng. 15-love. How about the match prior to this one on Stadium Court? Mike Schuck taking out Tommy Paul. How about that one? Isn't that crazy? What's going on with the Americans? Got Tiafoe losing to Atman last night at home. We got Tommy Paul going out in the first round. There's a return error from Zheng, 30-love. Anna, how you doing? I'm open to doing Hodar Fields. I will have to check because I was planning to do this one first. I mean, certainly that's a possibility to do that one. I would have to look, when is that, do you know? Is that on Stadium? I'm going to look it up in a second. It's a nice rally there from Eala, something that we've seen so much, how she can open up the court with the forehand. The forehand is so versatile. She can go cross, heavy, and then she can flatten it out down the line and put a tremendous amount of pressure on the opponent. Oh no, Anna, it's on right now? Oh. I'm not going to do a double stream on that one. I'm going to try to avoid double streams. Error from Eala, 40-15. ATX Super Dave is in the house. How are you? Epa Rokua is here. Good to see you in here. Another error from Eala, 40-30. Good to get the errors out of the way. 40 love, you know. But now she's going to have to get it together and get this point and hold. Because going from, 40 love to deuce and potentially losing the serve can completely shift the momentum right away of this one. And there she sprays another forehand. 3 consecutive errors from Eala. And it's from 40 love to 40 all. There's a big forehand from Zheng. She's hitting a little bit harder with more confidence. And the 4th consecutive error from Eala. And you know what I said when she was up 40-30? This can turn into a nightmare. From 40 love to add out 4 consecutive points for Zheng. It can completely shift the momentum of this match and get Zheng into it. And Eala double faults. And we're on serve, 2-1, first set. I'm going to link, for anybody that's interested, I'm going to link the Eala serve video in a pinned comment here in the chat. And for anyone that's interested to watch that one, I analyzed the serve during Wimbledon. And we're going to take a look here. So if you guys are interested is to find out what the issues are on the Eala serve. I got some good footage of her serve from this tournament actually, where you can really see that it's a bit of an unstable loading. It's that hop load that she has, suboptimal. Okay guys, I got it right here. Oh no, hold on. I'll put it in the comment. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Eala serve and I'll put the link right there. Let's blast this one out. Pin message. Message pinned. Guys, we got it pinned. Let's do a poll real quick. All right, we got a poll too. We got a lot of things going on over here. Oh, now that knocked off. Hold on a second. Let's see here. All right, that kind of knocked out my video as a pinned. My Eala serve video as a pinned comment. I guess you can't have a poll and a pinned comment together. Pinned, that makes sense. You can only pin one thing. So we'll, or maybe it is still pinned. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Love 15 on the Zheng serve. Eala is really good at returning serve. So I wouldn't be surprised if she puts a tremendous amount of pressure immediately on Zheng and gets the break right back. Random Tennis Gal, good to see you here. I don't know if you know, but I responded to you on Instagram. You asked a question, and just so you know, as a big return from Eala, so deep, draws the error from Zheng lob 30. Eala is so good on the return, it's crazy. Random Tennis Gal, you asked a question during the Shamir Q&A that I did, I think it was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And we had wrapped it up, and then I took a look at your question, which had to do with the serve, and I was already done with Shamir, so I actually went and practiced later that day, and then I recorded a video for you. I don't know if you saw it. I hope you did, for Instagram, for the Instagram Q&A. That I would do them more, but they do so badly. They don't get a lot of views, so I'm like kind of, I don't know, not really that motivated to do them. So ace from Zheng, from lob 30 to 30 all. But in any case, I answered your question there. If you didn't see it, I can send it to you in the DM. Oh, okay, you saw it. Okay, good, good. All right. Good. Oh, thanks you, Eparuk. Thanks you. That's not correct grammar. Thank you, Eparuku. Great videos with you and Emma, and as well Shamir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I tried to put in some different content in this, like, I don't know, we'll call it a little break, I guess. Even though I was glued into those clay tournaments, I love those, especially the ones in the Alps. That's a nice play right there from Zheng. Body serve and then a put away forehand inside out from the half court, from lob 30 to 40-30. See, Eala really got jammed on that one. That's a good strategy actually against Eala, the body serve. Because she probably doesn't see those that much. It's one of the most underutilized serves on really both tours and really all levels. I just did a Q&A for Intuitive Tennis Premium where I went into great depth explaining how to return a body serve. Big return there for Eala, 40 all. But in any case, yeah, in that 2-week stretch between Wimbledon and now, I didn't live stream anything. I wanted to, but I didn't really get to it because some of the matches were on so early there. It was weird, especially the final. And there was really not that much interest for those tournaments. They were barely getting any views, the highlights. It's just, people are not really into clay court tennis after Wimbledon, I get it, but I was certainly super entertained by those tournaments and watched a lot of tennis. Did a couple of videos about it, a couple of Monday morning rants dedicated to those weeks, so didn't completely ignore it. But now that the hardcore season is starting, I'm ready to stream more. I'm going to try to do 1 match per day and maybe do even more. We'll see. Some great hitting there by Zheng. The forehand is so good from Zheng. Good hitting from Eala too. Zheng ends up hitting a clean down the line backhand winner. And he's got to add in. Maybe we can do another match between Emma and Shamir. Probably not that one, but we played that one out because they played how many times? Twice? Or 3 times maybe. Might do like a different version of it. I was thinking about that. When Emma is back in town, I'll do a little different version of that match. Great game there from Zheng. Fantastic tennis. It's a good defensive forehand down the line. So much power. It's 2-all. Like I said, that was the turnaround there. Those points were crucial. Eala up 2-love, 40-love. You know, she made 4 unforced errors in a row and a double fault. That's tough. That's really tough. But yeah, we're gonna do more matches. I'm planning to do way more matches. I've been working out. I've been doing a lot of rehab for my calf. So I'm hopefully going to be back on the court soon as well, and maybe play some matches too, but we'll see. $15-love. Some strong hitting from Eala. She's playing well. It was just that one game where she lost her concentration, maybe lost her intensity or focus, which can happen, I guess. Ace from Eala, out wide. The slice serve. That's fantastic. That is fantastic to see. Eala already has 4 aces. Is that possible? Eala has 4 aces already? I missed those 3. I was late to this one. I missed the first game. Thank you, Random Tennis Gal. I appreciate that. Eparoquia, you blew your calf out in March. Took me 4 weeks to be fully healed. Yeah, I did mine in March as well, I think. It was during Indian Wells. I'm just, you know what it is I think it's already healed, but I'm just scared to redo it again. So I'm being hesitant to get back on the court and play for real, you know? I mean, I've been playing and hitting and all that, and I haven't really been feeling that much pain. But I'm scared to go play a match and just blow it out again, you know? Ooh. Forehand from Zheng. Looked like a winner inside out, but a little bit wide. And a love hold from Eala, 3-2. You know, let me see here. There must have been in that first game. Did she hit 3 aces in that first game? That's crazy. Yeah, she's playing well, Eala. It's just that, like I said, that game at 2-love, 40-love, that's such an important point, you know? Like to treat that 40-love point as like a 40-30 point or add-in point, like mentally, you know? And you should put a lot of, a sense of urgency on that point, because nothing more frustrating than going from 40-love to losing the serve. Okay, let me do something. Let me turn on Hodar Fields on the other screen. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. 15 all. Eala up 3-2. Zheng serving. Let's see if Alexandra can put some pressure on Zheng right here and get the break back. Nice wide serve from Zheng, 30-15. Man, well, they got so many matches scheduled. It's weird. Tien is playing too? That's insane. Yeah, he's up 3-2 against Manarino. Mikkelson's playing too. Wow. We got Shelton after this. We got Tsitsipas Demonauer at 6 o'clock. Venus Williams tonight against Potapova. I guess, you know, it makes sense now why they scheduled Hodar Feast on the other court. It makes sense. Wow. Very interesting, guys. Zheng 40-30. Zheng's first serve percentage though, 39%. Eala is 70%. First serve points won for Eala at 57% though, so the same issues persist for Eala. That first serve percentage has got to be high. It's got to be sky high. It's a beautiful return right there from Eala, and we're at 40 all. Yeah, I can't believe Tiafoe went out in the first round too, although Atman is a phenomenal player. But that was surprising. You know, it's maybe a hangover from those losses that he suffered. Two really brutal losses at Roland Garros and Wimbledon. Brutal, because he's been doing a lot of work on himself, on his game. And it's kind of like having the opposite effect, it seems like. That Arnaldi loss was absolutely brutal. Up 2 breaks in the 4th set, up 2-1. And that was in the 4th round, by the way. Could have made a final, potentially. And then against Bublik, what was it? I don't remember now. Was it 7 set points he had in the 3rd set? Or I don't remember now exactly, but it was for sure a match that he could have won, for sure. Okay, what's going on? Something's wrong. Oh, okay, got it. There we go. Got the correct server now. Fixed it. Big serve from Zheng right there. Huge serve. Down the tee at 40 all. A good time to throw in an ace for sure. Add in. Nick at the Super Dave says, any concerns over how often Eala has some part of body wrapped? Looks like something on her left arm today. Not necessarily. I think it's a little bit concerning. I saw her moving her leg, lifting her leg, her right leg in this return game. So I hope she's not like injured right now. I think you know what it is. Like some players, they just feel these little pains, you know, these little muscle pains, and they're sore in different places, and It's nothing out of the ordinary seeing a player wrapped up. Now maybe some like to have a little bit of more that security and tape themselves up. The biggest example is the ankles. Some players tape the ankles on every match. Others don't. It's one of those things, you know. But yeah, there's something on her arm. Looks like, I would have to take a closer look, but it looks like it's on the golfer elbow side. Zheng is such a powerful hitter. He's hit with so much power. That forehand is so incredible. Two really good forehands from Zheng. Hits the inside-in winner, love 15. 3-all, Eala serving. There's some monster hitting from Zheng right there. She's starting to feel the ball. This match completely flipped in that 2-love game. And you can make the argument if Eala holds there and it's 3-love, maybe she runs away with the set and wins it 6-1 or 6-2. That's how tennis can go sometimes. The tennis is a crazy game like that. Love 30. Feast with a monster forehand at 5-all, 15-all. That's a good match right there. It's too bad these two matches are going on at the same time. Inside out return winner from Zheng, love 40. Eala in big trouble right here. Big trouble. That's right, Tiafoe is playing with Kyrgios. Yeah, that's right. I did hear that. Zheng overhits the forehand on the run, a tad long, and it's 40-15. What a brutal draw for Hodar, though. Feast in the first round. Dave asked if I like Hodar's serve. Yeah, it's a nice serve. I analyzed it after he won that tournament in Morocco. Analyzed this game. It's a very good serve. Some similarities between Hodar and Watchalong and Rinderknecht. They don't coil that much. But yeah, it's a very classic service motion. It's a lag, got a pretty high toss. It's a nice serve. Eala from love 40 to 30-40. Let's see if she can get another point, save 3 consecutive break points. Double fault again at the worst possible time, and Eala is shaking out her arm. I wonder if there is something going on with the arm. Second double fault on break point, and both times the second serve very soft into the net. And Zheng up 4-3 with a break. There was a question, how will Hodar play on hard court? Based on this first set against Feast, I think not that big of a difference between hard court and clay for Hodar. He's playing well. He's playing exceptionally well. Up 6-5 in the first set on serve. Anna says, my main preoccupation is will Alcaraz play Cincy? As according to what I read, yeah, but I've not seen any footage of him practicing yet, which is concerning. But we're still quite far away from Cincy, so we got, what, 3 weeks? Or 2.5 weeks until it starts? Although, wait a second, last year was so weird. The Canada Masters ended on like a Thursday. It was so weird. So I don't know how long it is until Cincy. It's probably going to come quick. 2 weeks, and I don't know if he's practicing secretly, but on Instagram there's a fan account, Alcaraz fan account, and I guess they follow Alcaraz everywhere and post everything he does, and I haven't seen footage of Alcaraz practicing yet. I've seen that some of the other footage where he had that racket that was cut. It's so weird, you know, it was cut, it had no strings in it, it was cut like, the frame was cut, there was a hole in the frame. He was hitting over these like pylons with balls on top of them. Zheng serving at 4-3, 15 all. Tie break between Feast and Hodar, that's going to be good. Feast looking healthy, which is the most important thing. Just need Feast healthy. He's a guy that we need at the top because I think he's got a lot of potential. Again, a body serve from Zheng. That's a very good tactic against Eala. She hit like a slice serve that landed somewhere around here, and because of that slice trajectory, the ball just went into the body of Eala, and this is the second time that I've seen that serve. Very good tactic from Zheng. 30-15. If he skips Cincy, he skips US Open. I don't know about that. We'll see, we'll see. He was here in the United States at the World Cup final. So I wonder if he went back to Spain or if he's just staying here and is training in the United States. Probably not. Probably went back to Spain, but I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to get it acclimated to the temperature here and the humidity. Zheng serving 4-3. 40-30 game point. Big return from Eala. Eala hitting hard through the middle. But Zheng's forehand starting to click. And she misses one inside out. It's a little bit late. For a very strong deep ball from Eala. 40 all. Or a footwork error on that forehand from Zheng. Didn't get out of the way enough as well. She got overpowered a little bit and didn't move her body out of the way enough. and missed the forehand wide, but serves a monster serve down the tee again. Add in, ace down the tee for the second time. She did that in the previous game as well. Really clocking that serve, 113. Hodar up 3-1 in the tiebreak, but Feast gets the mini break back. It's 3-2. It's a complete battle out there. By the way, despite Zverev, Djokovic, Sinner, Alcaraz not being there, I think this is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, ATP 500s that I've seen this year. It's completely stacked, the men's draw. A nice backhand from Eala there, opens up the court, makes Zheng hit a forehand from outside the doubles alley, draws the error, back to deuce. Have I ever attended this Washington, D.C. tournament? No, I have not. I've never been in Washington, actually. A nice point from Zheng there. Very aggressive hitting off a great serve again. Down the tee, takes care of business from the half court with her forehand and cleans up the overhead nicely. Add in. And Zheng holds 5-3. Hodar in the first set tiebreak. Insane backhand return again for the second time. Zheng hits an inside-out clean backhand return winner. Love 15. Zheng playing some exceptional tennis today. Nice point by Eala. She got to hold here. She can't give herself a chance to break the Zheng serve, although Zheng's been coming up with some big serves when she needed them the most. But just to lock in right here, flip the momentum back to her side. Hodar wins the first set against Feast. 7-5, first set tiebreak. Nice deep forehand from Eala, 30-15. Nice slice serve from Eala there. I'm a big fan of that serve. 40-15. Good game there from Eala. Very solid hold to 15, and she's going to give herself a chance to get the break back. Zheng up 5-4. All right, guys. Be right back. Gotta get something to drink real quick. All right, guys. Can Eala break right here and get back into the set? Zheng, after getting out of that game at 2-love, completely different player. Playing some of the best tennis that I've seen from her in a very long time. Serving well, forehands clicking. Yeah, serving exceptionally well. There's an ace out wide. She's had a lot of aces today. Let's see how many. She's had four aces. 4 aces for Zheng. Another body serve. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that serve has been working exceptionally well for Zheng in this match. Been able to jam Eala. 30-love. Eala again lifting her leg. Don't know what that's all about. Maybe she's not 100% fit. She was supposed to play doubles with Venus, but she pulled out. Venus played with Schneider instead. So forehand mistake from Zheng. 30-15, and Eala pulled out and said that she didn't pull out because of injury, but rather because she wants to focus on singles. But you know, maybe there is something going on, you know, injury-wise. So, and she's Super Dave says she's limping between points. Yeah, she's limping. She's lifting her leg. Something's going on. And Zheng serving exceptionally well. Another huge serve, 40-15, 2 set points. It must be so tough for these players, though, to play in the United States right now. The weather is absolutely brutal. I don't know where you guys are at in the chat, but it's so humid here right now. It's borderline unplayable. It's absolutely insane. And Zheng playing one of the best sets that I've seen from her in a long time. Holds to 15, wins the first set 6-4. You know, the forehand starting to click. I remember she missed a very relatively easy forehand, let's say. Down break point to go down 2-love, then went down 2-love, 40-love on the Eala serve. And then Alexandra has got to be kicking herself because she led her back into this match. Zheng didn't do anything special. It was 4 unforced errors from Eala plus a double fault to give the break right back. And then when Eala got broken for the second time, at 3-all, I believe, she double faulted on break point again. Dumped the second serve into the net, just like in that 2-love game. So she has been, you know, she hasn't looked 100% fit, let's put it that way, and she pulled out of the double, so maybe there's something going on, but we have to give credit to Zheng, who's playing an exceptional match. Such a powerful player, such an amazing athlete. And again, just, I want to keep pointing out that she won the Olympics at Roland Garros on clay with Iga in a draw, which is insane, insane. Let's see here. ATX Super Dave says, Nick, have you been able to hit more lately? How's your calf doing? I think this chat is stuck here. This is from like the beginning, this question, but I'll answer it anyway. Yeah, my calf, I've been doing a lot of rehab trying to strengthen my calves too, because I feel like I haven't really done anything since December last year. Really almost nothing, because I played tennis only twice, like for real, since December, where I hurt my calf for the first time. And I hurt my calf the 2 times that I tried to play, both times. So I'm basically like, I'm probably okay to play now, but I'm scared to play. So I have to do some tests and see what it's like, but I would like to play some sets here and there, record and make some content out of that. So we'll see. But I've been very active. I've been walking a lot with weight vest. I've been paddleboarding a lot. I've paddleboarded like every day this week because the ocean has been pretty flat. So been very active, been hitting on the ball machine quite a bit. Not really practicing tennis that much, other than some hitting lessons here and there. And doing some ball machine hitting. So I'm going to try to practice a little bit more this week and see what the status is. But hopefully I can come back. Eala 15-love, serving first in the second set. Super important to get the hold right here. Zheng misses a backhand into the net. 30-love. Sasha was out 1 full year with shoulder injury, couldn't serve at all. Yeah, it's brutal, man. Injuries are tough because you want to go out there and play, and you know there's that risk of coming back too early, and then you hurt yourself again. You re-injure yourself, and then it becomes a nightmare. That's a monster 2-handed backhand down the line winner from Zheng, though. She can hit the ball so hard. Look at that backhand. She absolutely clobbered that ball. 30-15. Eala not serving well today at all. she's getting overpowered by Zheng, Eala. Zheng is just a harder hitter. She's putting a lot of pressure on her. Again, it starts with the serve, though. She's not able to get the upper hand in the rally off the serve. And on the flip side, what Eala normally does really well, returning and breaking back, Zheng has been serving exceptionally well. So it's been a tough match so far for Eala, other than the very beginning. From 30 love to 30 all. It was interesting to hear Nole agree with Agassi's comment that when his retirement comes, it will come quickly and be final. There will be no Stan Wawrinka like goodbye tours. I didn't see that, but didn't Novak say he's going to play until the Olympics? He said that. I heard him say that. It's a phenomenal backhand from Eala, down the line winner of a very strong forehand from Zheng, 40-30. Novak wants to play until the Olympics, I thought. And I think he can do it. I think he can play until 2028. I really think so. Because he's somehow able to go deep in slams without really playing any tournaments, which is insane if you think about it. And Zheng goes again for that down the line winner. Off her backhand, misses into the net. Eala holds 1 love. I'm not doing any yoga, but I'm doing I'm doing some strength work for my calf and this muscle in front. I forget what it's called. Yeah, I'm doing these 2 muscles a little bit more than I normally do, and I'm stretching a little bit more. So, yeah. I'm massaging too. I'm doing some massaging too on the calf, so hopefully it's going to be okay. Yeah, I don't know if Novak really wants another Olympics. I think Novak just wants to represent Serbia at the Olympics in 28 in LA and go out that way, which I don't blame him. That's a beautiful way to go out. If he, I don't know. I don't know if Sinner's going to play, because remember the Olympics are going to be like 3 days after Wimbledon that year. So who knows whether Sinner or Alcaraz will play. And who knows how much Djokovic will decline by 2028. Because he'll be 41 by then, right? It's a nice return there from Eala, 15 all. Let's see if she can put pressure on Zheng in this game. Zheng won the first set 6-4. Eala 1 love in the second. Did you get your hands on a Wilson Defier yet? I saw them on a Tennis Warehouse website. No, not yet. Because I want both. They don't have the other one, the 100. They have the 98. They don't have the 100. I tried, you know what the thing is? I probably get it from a shop here. I don't have any connections with Wilson. I can get it from a shop, but then I just don't. I want this review to be, because I think, I don't know, I have to test the racket, but I was pretty annoyed with the hyping of this racket, so I want to give myself the freedom to be critical if I need to be. And I feel like if somebody gives me the racket, I feel some kind of obligation to be careful with my review. So I'd rather just get it completely on my own, and I have the freedom to be honest and bash the racket if I need to, which I might not need to. Maybe it's the greatest racket ever, who knows? But the hyping has been pretty irritating. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I'm gonna wait until I can get my hands on both, and I will review more rackets down the road. I got so many plans. I want to do a lot of things. Big return there from Eala. Zheng gets overpowered, hits the forehand late. 40-30. If Eala can get this point, can make this service game from Zheng interesting. Yeah, Anna, there was a question, what was the highest level of player that you coached? That was the question in the Q&A. No, it's kind of a complex thing to explain. I don't know if it's the right time to do it now, but yeah, listen, I grew up here in Southeast Florida. It's an area with some incredible players, and as a coach, you get a chance to work with some really good juniors who end up being incredible professional players. Now, you could go in there and claim them and put them on your resume, so to speak. That's what a lot of coaches do. 40-all. Let's see if Eala can put some pressure here and get the break. So you could claim them and say, okay, I work with so-and-so, but I think it's so disingenuous, it's so pathetic. You work with somebody from like 2 months or even 6 months, and then you claim to have coached them. It's pathetic. So I will never reveal the name. Because it's something that's annoyed me over all these years. When guys come in and say, I've coached this one, I've coached that one, I know exactly they didn't. Or they did for a very short period of time. Or we were hitting with them for like a couple months or something. And when they were juniors, of course. Or sometimes even when they're pros, Zheng, another blast down the tee. That serve has been working in very important stages of the match. She's been coming up with that big tee serve. Add in. And that's a wonderful forehand from Eala. Forehand cross-court passing shot off a very good shot from Zheng. This is a defensive forehand winner from Eala. Back to deuce. Microphone check, microphone check. We're back in business, guys. Eala saved 2 break points. That was huge. And was another point from 1540 to add in. That's a huge game right here. Huge game. Was it 1540 or love 40? Let me check here, because I had to leave the room for a second to get the other set of. It was love 40. Oh, wow. From love 40 to add in for Eala. How weird would it be if the same thing that happened to Zheng in the first set happens to Eala in the second set. How crazy would that be? Remember in the first set, Eala was up 2-love, 40-love, lost her serve, and now Zheng at love 40 on the Eala serve, and Eala with a monster hold to go up 2-1 in the second set. Hodar break point in the second set. Won the first set 7-6, 1-all in the second, but Fee saves the break point. What do you guys think? Do you think Eala can fight back in this one? Let's do another poll here. And poll. We'll do another one. 96 votes. Wow, that's a lot. Hold on. All right, there it is. Got another poll. By the way, 78% thought that Eala is going to win this match. One thing about Eala, though, that we have to give her credit for, she's an incredible fighter. She never gives up. Incredible fighter, no matter what the score. Nick, if you could choose any surface for your students to train and play on, which surface do you think is the most beneficial? Probably red clay, I would think, yeah, but not exclusively. I think it's important to learn to play on red clay and also on very fast courts, like the combination in Europe that many countries have, where they have the red clay, but they also have fast indoor courts. I think if you learn both, if you learn to play on both, you become a very versatile player. I don't think it's good to just play only on clay, red clay, or only on hard court, or just play too much on the indoors. Mixing it up, I think, is very important. It's raining. Is it rain? $15-all on the Zheng serve. Eala up 2-1 in the second set. Zheng won the first set 6-4. Can Eala make a push right here and get the break? What surface is used for fast indoor surfaces? You know, back in Germany, back in the day, was carpet. That was very, very fast, extremely fast. But even if you put like hard court indoors, I think just the fact that it's indoors, and it's a down the line forehand winner for Eala. 15-30. She's still shaking out her leg though. You know, if you put like a little bit more of a slick court indoors, those are fast conditions, you know. Like where I used to work at the Clock Tower in Rockford, Illinois, those courts were lightning fast. I love playing on those. We used to have a $100,000 WTA ITF tournament there, or ITF tournament, not WTA. $100,000 ITF. Very, very fast courts. It was the week before the Midland tournament, which is still a thing. But Rockford is not a thing anymore. So the Clock Tower isn't a thing anymore either. That they turned that tennis club into a Hard Rock casino, I think. 15-40, and another monster serve down the tee from Zheng. She's used that's the third time she's come up with that serve when she needed it the most. 30-40. First break point change. First break point chance eliminated for Eala. You guys are saying it's ace number 9? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a lot. You know what's interesting, I think, with Zheng in this match? It's a beautiful backhand cross-court winner to save the second break point. You know, her first serve percentage overall in this match is 43% for Zheng. But the first points won are 86%. So I think it's likely that she's, you know, I don't know this to be 100% true, but it's possible that maybe she's putting a little bit more juice on that first serve, hitting it harder because she has a lot of respect for the Eala return. And that could explain the low first serve percentage. There's another ace out wide. Ace number 10. Add in. Zheng able to get out of the jam with her serve when she needed to. And ace number 11. 3 aces in one game. I don't ever recall seeing Zheng serving like this. So it's plausible that she's, you know, stepping it up a little bit on that serve and not letting Eala get into a return groove. Now, they played one time before and was at the Asian Games in the semis in 2023. 2023, and Zheng won 6-1 in the third. It's clocking the ball today, Zheng. Look at that backhand. Inside out forehand winner. Incredible. Love 15. She's been the better player since that third game of the first set. She's been simply the better player. Forehand so good from Zheng. I'm telling you, that's my favorite forehand on the WTA Tour, the Zheng forehand. It's so good. Actually, it's a combination of like spin and power. I also like it stylistically. Hold our upper break in a second. 7-6-3-2. And Eala in a dangerous spot right here. 2-all serving at 15-30. It's a big point right here. A very important point, 30-all. Hits a backhand cross court and draws the error from Zheng. Wild error there from Zheng. She was attempting to hit the backhand down the line, but sprays it way wide. A great forehand though from Eala, very deep in the court. (40-30). And a very important hold for Eala there. Huge hold. Up 3-2 in the second set. Demon versus Tsitsipas should be interesting. Who do you think will win, Nick? That's tough. It's a tough one. I think Demon will probably take that one. I think it was a little bit of a mistake for Tsitsipas to skip Kitzbühel and come here. I think it would have been smarter to skip this and play Kitzbühel because he won Gstaad. And he could have gone back-to-back and won both tournaments, because in the Alps, as he said in the trophy ceremony on the court, he loves the conditions, he loves being in the altitude, and he loves to play on clay. And why not play both tournaments and really like get your confidence up? Because I don't know if, of course it does, but it doesn't directly, like winning Gstaad doesn't directly translate into you playing well on hard court. Historically, that hasn't been the case for players that have played well in those tournaments. They haven't really done that great on hard court. So and generally, Tsitsipas has struggled on hard courts this year. So to put the focus on the hard courts, I think was a little bit of a mistake for Tsitsipas. I think at this stage of his career, he should focus more on clay court tournaments, because I think that he can still be a big threat on clay. And on hard court, it's just a big question mark. I mean, historically, he was a phenomenal hard court player, of course. But yeah, I don't necessarily foresee him doing anything spectacular in the hard court swing. And I think Demon will find his form at some point this year. And being the defending champion, he's going to have a good feeling stepping on the court. Of course, there's pressure too of having to defend all those points, but I got Demon in this one. Eala with the forehand miss. Zheng serving 6-4, 2-3. Can Demon push for a slam? No, he's very far away from the slam. I think he personally just wants to make the semis one time. He's never been in the semis. It's tough for Demon to come through Alcaraz as center. Without Alcaraz in center, maybe. Maybe if you get another situation like we did at Roland Garros, certainly. Some big hitting right there from Zheng. 30 love. Their head-to-head is 12-1, Nick, in Stefanos' favor. Yeah, but that's old Stefanos, though. That's not, of course, look, that matters, of course. It's a huge advantage for Tsitsipas, but that's the old Tsitsipas, though. That's not this version of it. I mean, de Minaur is ranked 5 in the world, and Tsitsipas, I mean, he's back in the top 50, I think, now, after he won Gstaad, but he was about to fall out of the top 100, barely winning any matches. And Alex is ranked 5. So it's not, that head-to-head is from when Tsitsipas was ranked top 5. So it's not the same thing. I think it's a very open match, and I got de Minaur in this one. We shall see. If this was taking place like 3 years ago, then you would put your money on Tsitsipas for sure. Although he did beat him this year, though. I remember he beat him in Miami, I think, no? Did he? Yeah, I think he did beat him in this year. So, yeah, maybe that's gonna, since he beat him this year, maybe that there's some sort of mental block as well, part of it. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to predict Tsitsipas's form. I'm still a believer in Tsitsipas. Don't get me wrong. I still think he can do big things. His back seems to be better. I don't know. It's kind of hard to know whether the back is bothering him or not. I think there's a back problem, some kind of back problem. Nice hold there by Zheng, 3-all. But yeah, it's he's been far from his best, so we shall see. But in this particular matchup, now that I remember that, I gotta look that up. Hold on, I gotta look that up. Was it in Miami? I think it was in Miami. Yeah, I might change my mind actually. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. It was in. No. I mean, yeah, it was Miami. Yeah, I was right. It was Miami, second round. 6-3, 7-6 Tsitsipas. Yeah, but like I said, all the other matches they played, they were like 20. They hadn't played in 2 years prior to the Miami match. So it was 2024 and before is where Tsitsipas established this head-to-head advantage. So yeah, I'm going to stick with Diminar, actually. I'm going to stick with Alex in this one. I'm going to stick with him. There's a danger zone for Eala right here, love 30. Eala needs to get the first serves in right here. Backhand error from Eala, love 40. Hi Monique, who is coaching Stefanos? I don't know actually. There's some guy with a Moratoglu hat I saw in Gstaad. Don't know who that is. Another backhand error from Eala and a break for Zheng, up 4-3 in the second set. Kind of had that feeling, right, in the second set that eventually Zheng was going to strike and get the break. It's just not Eala's day. She's far from her best. Let's take a look at the stats here. So. Yeah, the 4 double faults from Eala, 2 of them came at the absolute worst time in the first set. On break point twice. Yeah. You know, Zheng, what sticks out to me is the winner ratio is just that Zheng's been able to overpower Eala. Zheng has 25 winners. Eala has 14. Zheng also has more unforced errors. She actually has more unforced errors than winners. She has 27 unforced errors and 25 winners, but she's just been able to blast Eala off the court in this one so far. Serving well, returning well. But, you know, as I said many times, Eala's a big fighter. She's going to try her best to get back into this one. There it is, love 15. Great point from Eala right there. Nice running forehand down the line. Gets a squash shot response from Zheng and cleans up the half-court forehand for a winner inside out. Love 15. Another forehand blast return from Eala. Cross court, draws the backhand error from Zheng. Love 30. And I quit coffee. I haven't had coffee. I've not had coffee in a long time. Probably like a week. And oh, another forehand winner for Eala. Forehand all of a sudden on fire. Love 40. Who would have expected this? But again, don't count Eala out. She's a big fighter. And the forehand catching fire. Eala a little bit jammed on that forehand, but she was able to reverse the finish and hit a cross-court winner regardless. And that's a phenomenal return game. Breaks to love. For all. A big return from Zheng there. Draws the backhand error from Eala, love 15. Eala went after that serve a little bit more, that first serve. Some extra pop on that thing. Misses long, second serve. And the return is so clean for Zheng. That backhand is clicking today. It's the cleanest backhand cross-court winner. The backhand has got so much power. It's flat. It's so compact. What a player Zheng is, though. Like that's got to be the strongest 128 in the world player of all time. She's got to get her ranking back up into at least the top 20, or, I mean, my personal opinion, she belongs in the top 10. But it's been tough for her. Injuries and just confidence problems and just up and down results. 15-30. And a forehand error from Zheng, 30 all. If Eala can get out of this game from love 30, that'd be something else. Zheng overhits her forehand down the line. 40-30. If Eala can make it out of this game, which is a very tricky game with 4-all, being on love 30, if she can get out of this game, this would be something else. This could potentially flip the whole match. The big T serve from Eala and draws the forehand return error, and she pumps her fists because she knows this was huge. That's a big hold right there from love 30. Guys, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, okay? This is a very, very important stage of the match. Don't go anywhere, all 50 of you that are in here. Stay tuned, okay? I'll be right back. Fifteen love. Zheng up 6-4. 4-5 serving to stay in the match. Hodar up 7-6, 5-3. Wow. Love 30. Hodar is a beast, man. Can you believe? Take out Feast first round, potentially. It's a huge win. And Zheng got jammed on that forehand, didn't space out her footwork enough, and overhit that forehand way too hard. Unforced error. 15 all. Nick, I'm too broke to buy a Saber, so I strung a racket with 8x7 string 8/7 string pattern only. How'd you do that, man? That's tough. You must be a stringing wizard. That's so tough. That's tough. I wouldn't know how to string that. But that's cool though. 15-30. It's a huge opportunity for Eala right here to take the second set. This is confidence, guys. You know, this is the tricky thing. Like, when you're low on confidence, you play the same way you always play. You still have all your strengths, your forehand, your backhand, your serve. But when it comes to the clutch moments of a match, this is where the lack of confidence shows up. So let's see if it shows up for Zheng here, or if she can find a way through this service game and find a way through to win this match in straight sets. And potentially, you know, with this one tournament, she can get back into the top 100 and then start playing well again. Or, you know, she goes out and the nightmare continues. So we shall see. 30-all. Went for that big T serve again, missed it long. Second serve. Hodar won. Wow. I got to tell you guys, I'm surprised with that one. I'm surprised with that one. Hodar is an absolute beast. Also, some interesting scheduling. He didn't play a lot of tournaments. A forehand error from Zheng. You guys noticed, like, almost no forehand errors between the first two games and now from Zheng. And now, all of a sudden, some tightness in the forehand. And here's set point Eala, 30-40. This is crazy, guys. This is how tennis can go sometimes. This is why you got to watch this game. Second serve. Strong forehand from Zheng right there. That's a tough overhead. Wow, and Eala wins the second set with some exceptional net play. Wow, what a rally that was. Eala, first and foremost, getting that ball back. That downline forehand was so strong from Zheng. The bounce overhead. Zheng with the drop shot, which was not good. It was way too long. Eala hits the two-handed backhand approach shot and then cleans up with a very nice forehand cross-court volley and wins the second set 6-4. Wow. We saw the lack of confidence pop up at the worst possible time from Zheng. She was up a break in the second set. You know, she was like 5 minutes away from winning this thing. And now all of a sudden it flipped. Momentum shift galore. And we're going into the third set, and who knows what will happen here, guys. But let's start another poll, okay? Let's see how this one ended, actually. It was can Eala come back in this one? Let's see. Can Eala come back? Yes, 57%. You guys are smart. You guys are unbelievably smart. Okay, let's do this one. Let's see here. Start a new poll, guys. Who will win the third set? Aubrey Traverse called it. You knew she was going to come back, yeah? Yeah, and tennis scale. Yeah, you know, tightness, you know, tennis is weird that way. It might creep in at the worst time, you know, for certain players. And also the, you know, mistakes, and you're playing well and all of a sudden not playing well anymore, depending on what's happening. That's the tricky thing in tennis. Because tennis, so much of tennis is like you're failing, you know, you're missing and you're losing, and trying to survive that. That's what makes it so tough, you know? Having the mental fortitude to turn that around and to start playing better in a match when things are not going your way. That's what makes it tough. Tien lost. This term has not been good for Americans, huh? Who's out so far? We got Paul out, which was a huge, big surprise to me against Maishak. Maishak, very good clay court player, very good grass court player. He's good on, obviously good on hard court too, but I didn't think Paul was going to lose that one, and then I did not think Tiafoe was going to lose to Atman. And let's see. Okay. Nick, do you really think that Tiafoe will get better, or has he already reached his peak? It's so tough to say. I don't know. Maybe he's doing too much right now. I mean, I've read some of the stuff that he was doing, and personally don't think it is necessary. You know, some of the stuff that he was doing, and maybe some of the stuff backfired. I don't really know. It's hard to say from the outside, but certainly I made an effort to do things different this year compared to last year. Yeah, last year he had his worst season in a while, and he did play better this year, for sure. He's got his ranking back up. He played one of the best matches that I've ever seen him play against Fritz in the final of Halle. He played really well there. So, I mean, he's doing quite well. But at the big tournament, it's been some heartbreakers, so maybe he can turn it around and find his best tennis here, where he, you know, it's so unfortunate for him because he is from Washington, I think, and he wants to win this tournament so bad, and of course he loves playing. He loves playing at the U.S. Open. That's his favorite, and there he had another heartbreaker there. I think that match right there hurt him a lot. It hurt him a lot because he played Fritz, and those guys have been friends since childhood, right? And that was such a tense match, such a tight match. It was a 5-set match that Fritz won, remember? It was in 24. Yeah. And then Fritz lost to Sinner in straight sets. So, yeah. That match maybe hurt him a little bit mentally. I don't know. I think his potential is sky high. He's one of these guys that has the combination of unbelievable power, but also great hands, great feel, kind of like Berrettini, but in a different way, of course. He's got incredible athleticism, Tiafoe. Great ball striker, and hit unbelievable winners. Of course, he got that unorthodox technique. I analyzed his game in great depth on my YouTube channel. Covered his serve, his forehand, his backhand. he's just incredible. I mean, but something's there that's holding him back. I don't think he's quite at the level, even though he beat Fritz and Halle in the final, I don't think he's quite at the level of a Fritz or even a Shelton. Yeah, as weird as that sounds, I think there's something in him that's like, there's a little bit of, I don't know, doubt in important moments in matches. There's some kind of mental block there. And I don't know whether he can solve that or not. Eala with the down the line backhand to start the third set, 15-love. Monster serve from Eala. How about that serve? What a serve. I want to see the MPH on that. Down the tee. Eala really, really hit that hard. I'm glad to see that. 30-love. Ooh, big kick from Eala. I'm seeing some interesting things on the serve, I gotta say. I'm watching very carefully. That was a nice shaped kick serve there. You know, to the deuce side. It was a really good looking kick serve from Eala. 30-15. Second serve. There's the brutal truth for Zheng right here. If she ends up losing this match, the nightmare continues for her, you know? She had this match in her hands. She misses a very relatively easy forehand return there. Sprays it long, 40-15. Yeah, if she loses this match, it's just the nightmare continues trying to get out of the slump, you know? That's tough. That's really tough. How old is Cruz Hewitt? I think he's like 16 or 17, I think. 17. Playing well. Wimbledon final. Now qualified in Los Cabos. How about Lord Tomic winning the first round after withdrawing in the qualies? How about that? Was controversial. And a hold from Eala. Zheng attempts to hit a forehand down the line, misses wide. 1-love. Yeah, Zheng's got to stay with it right here. I got a nice hold, got a good hold here, and apply pressure because this could get away from her. You know, just like that second set got away from her at the Roland Garros against Valenska. She started making one mistake after another, and the first set was very tight, very close, even though it was 6-4. But second set, 6-love, Valenska. So. Super Dave, why do people call him Lord Tomic? Is he a real lord? No, he's not. He's Croatian. I mean, he's like Australian, but with a Croatian background. He's just that people are just joking around. Lord, I don't know why. I don't know the background, but it's stuck. Lord Tomic stuck, and everybody calls him Lord Tomic now, and I think it's cool. I like the nickname. Did Eala make that forehand slice passing shot winner? Wow. Nice. Love 15. Very interesting. Zheng had the whole court there, and it was very close to the net on that backhand. Could have put it away quite comfortably, but and yeah, I did see some of the speeches at the Hall of Fame. Yeah, for sure. I did. Nice forehand approach from Zheng and a good put away volley. 15-all. Yeah, maybe it's sarcastic here, Lord Tomic. Yeah, I don't know. Because you know what it is? Because I think it's like there's something cool about Tomic. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just the way he plays. Like, I don't know. It's so unorthodox for sure. And you got to give him a lot of kudos for sticking it out on the Challenger Tour for many years now. I mean, how many players would have retired by now because he was on the main tour? I mean, he was top 20 player, played the biggest tournaments, was a star on the ATP tour, and then to go down to the challenger level, a very nice point there from Eala, putting pressure on Zheng and putting away that forehand 15-30, and then to drop in the rankings and then try to come back into the top 100. That was his goal. He said he was going to retire if he was able to do that, and can't do it, but he's trying so hard in the Challenger Tour and is ranked between 100 and 200. And it looks like he's getting maybe close now because he won that Challenger in where was it? Nebraska, I think. That's a beautiful rally from Eala. Nice volley there after running down a short ball from Zheng. 15-40. And he got a little bit fortunate in Los Cabos because he won the first round of qualies against a guy, I forget the name. Was it May? I don't know how to say his name. It's Meija from Colombia, I think, or something. He beat that guy who was like ranked maybe 130, 140. He beat him like 7-5 in the third or 7-6 in the third, and it was a long match probably. And there's a break for Eala. Forehand cross court and then forehand down the line winner. Eala up 2-love in the third set. And then Tomic, after that very long first round quali match, he withdrew from the second round. I don't know the reason, but maybe he was just exhausted because the conditions are tough in Los Cabos, right? But then he got in as a lucky loser. And, some people are upset with this because Svajda also got in as a lucky loser and he withdrew in a match. I don't know the details on that, but Tomic for sure didn't play a second quali match and got in as a lucky loser and drew a wild card in the first round. No, a qualifier from Mexico. He was a good player, actually, ranked 400, but a good player. I forget the name, Hernandez maybe or something like that. I have to look it up. And he won 1-0, played really well. And I think he plays Hachanov in the second round. So the Lord is doing well. So with this result, he think his ranking is probably going to be like around 140 maybe. So maybe he can get back in the top 100. That would be something else. That would be something else if Lord Tomic could go back into the top 100. That would be something else, guys. Lord Tomic. Let me see here. Hold on. 30-15. Eala up 2-love in the third set serving. Yeah, it was. Yeah, let's see here. It was Hernandez. I was right. Tomas Hernandez first round. Okay, good memory, I guess. And he will play Hachinov second round. Yes. Lehechka in that tournament. Dardery. There's some good matches going on right now. People should be excited. People should be tuning in. Some good tennis going on right now. There's a Memphis tournament. How about this? A new tournament on tour. Memphis WTA 250. It's a very nice tournament. Eliza, who was on my channel a couple of times, who you guys might know. She was the MC there, doing the interviews on the court. And that forehand from Zheng is just it's a piece of art. Love her forehand. It's so good. Just a clean down the line forehand winner. It's got spin on it. It's so hard. Amazing forehand. 30 all. That's a nice serve from Eala. Down the tee with slice. And she draws the error from Zheng. That backhand down the line was going in. You know, it was going in so much all the way to the end stage of the second set. Now it's missing. 40-30. What a match, guys. What a match, guys. This is crazy. And a monster hold from Eala. 3-love in the third set. Guys, don't go anywhere, okay? We'll be right back. The tables have turned, as Aubrey says. We got a lot to talk about when I come back. I'll be right back, okay? Zheng has got the fight in this one because this is just another match to extend the nightmare that she's currently in. You know, a player this talented being ranked outside the top 100, that's absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. And on top of that, the match that she had, you know, under control, a couple games away from taking the match, up a break, setting a break. And she can still win though, you know, but it's going to take a lot of fighting here. And she's up 30-15 on her serve here with a nice serve and forehand put away combo. But on the other hand, you know, Eala really starting to find her game. Was not a good match from Eala. You know, from the third game on all the way up to that 4-3 in the second, Eala wasn't anywhere near her best, but she turned it on. Like, she's playing well now. Eala is now feeling the ball. And Eala has a chance to get the double break. 30-all. Ace Zheng. Number, you guys keep track of her aces. Was it number 12? And the frustrating thing for Zheng is she's been playing well. She's played well. She's played well. It's all mental. It's a couple of points here and there, a couple of games here and there, you know? Ace 12, that was, yeah. Bounce overhead. There was a bounce overhead on set point in the second set, and she lost that point. Now she misses the bounce overhead. Back to deuce. Second serve right here. Are you kidding me? Cruz Hewitt up 6-3, 5-4 serving for the match against Giron? Are you kidding me? Cruz Hewitt. What? That would be my mind is blown right now. This result, 17 years old. Are you kidding me? Big trouble, big trouble for Zheng. Double fault, number 5. Break point Eala for a double break. And Hewitt 2 points away from taking out a top 100 player. Are you kidding me? Match point Hewitt. 6-3, 5-4, 40-15. It's the son of Leighton Hewitt, guys, if you don't know. The son of Leighton Hewitt. This is right now, I can't believe this. Giron is laughing, he can't believe it either. Backhand error from Zheng, double break, Eala, for love. Incredible. Wow. What a turnaround in this one. Cruz Hewitt wins, and he does his dad's thing. His dad copied that from Wielander. He does the trademark celebration. That's so cool. So cool. Wow. Ah, good to see. Good to see. $15.40. It's a chance right here for Zheng to get one of the breaks back. Guys, the winner of Demon against Tsitsipas will play Cruz Hewitt. That's such a huge win for him. That is a humongous win. I can't even believe it, actually. I can't believe it. Let's get into Cruz Hewitt a little bit and try to see what he's been up to, other than the Wimbledon final juniors. But first, we got to lock in on this game here and see if Zheng can break back. Down the line forehand, very strong. Down the line backhand, even stronger, and she gets the break back. 4-1 Eala third set, but only one break. All right, so, you know, prior to playing in Wimbledon, he played the Dublin Challenger on grass in Ireland. That's the one that Dimitrov played too. And he won a round there. But other than that, like, been playing futures. All futures. And losing. Like, for example, he lost in the first round of a futures in Sweden the week before. First round of a 15K futures in Germany the week before that. Just futures. That's why I'm so shocked. It's been futures all year long. And it makes sense to play futures for a 17-year-old. He's ranked 612. I am shocked at this result, that he was able to beat Marcos Giron, who's 85 in the world. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Yeah, that's a humongous win right there. And also the fact that he beat, I mean, you know, he didn't really look. Okay, here's the quality results for Cruz Hewitt. 5-2 against Lajovic in the first set, and Lajovic retired. So hard to draw any conclusions from that. And then Svajda, who's a fantastic player, won the first set 6-1, then lost the second set 7-6, and then was 2-love in the third for Cruz, and Svajda retired. And he got into the tournament, actually, as a lucky loser. That's why it was so much controversy this week, because Tomic got in, withdrawing in the final round of the qualies, then Svajda got in. But just the sheer fact that he took a set off of Svajda, and then taking out Giron afterwards, incredible, really incredible. Wow, I can't believe this. Big potential, 17 years old, ranked 612 in the world. He goes up by double, up to almost double. 387 he will be in the next ranking if he loses the next match. Crazy stuff, guys. Tennis is a crazy game. And it's very unusual to see the son of such a great champion, Leighton Hewitt, do so well. Reach the Wimbledon Junior final. It's very unusual. So it's good to see. We need more good youngsters writing storylines. A huge backhand there, down the line winner for Zheng. She's finding her game again after a little bit of a dip. Such a good athlete, Zheng, the way she slid into that previous backhand and then another open stance backhand. Her potential is, look, like, I don't want to be like a broken record here, but like finalist Australian Open, Olympic champion, like she needs to be ranked at least top 20, if not top 10. And she's just stuck in a nightmare right now, losing a lot. Oh, Wayne Arthurs is coaching Cruz. It was a great server, one of the best servers of all time. You know, Wayne Arthurs, like one of the most underrated servers. He doesn't show up in a lot of serve stats, but if you talk to players, a lot of players will name Wayne Arthurs as one of the best servers ever. He was a lefty. Big serve from Zheng there down the tee. Misses it. Second serve. A double fault from Zheng. 15-30. Double fault at the worst possible time. And she's racking up quite a few double faults with her aces. She's got 6 so far. There's that's a monster tee serve. She's hitting that serve so well. Both, actually, well, the deuce side and the ad side. This time on the ad side, down the tee, ace, 30 all. And I like that type of ace because another ace for Zheng. I was going to say I like that ace down the tee because there was a little bit of slice on it, and she has 2 slice aces in a row. Ace number, what is that, 14? That's a lot of aces for WTA Tour. 14 aces, that's a lot. So that's the frustrating thing. She's actually playing well, Zheng. Playing well. But she's not out of this yet. This is going to get tight now because if she ends up holding here, it could get tight. But we have to see. She's not out of this game yet. Oh, she sprays an open court forehand there. Open court forehand. She misses long. 40 all. Nick, have you heard anything about Korda lately? He was hyped up, but on and off. Yeah, I don't know about Korda. Is he injured? Where is Korda? What's going on with him? Why is he not here? This seems like a tournament that he always plays. It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, Korda's up career has been... A lot of people actually, it's a nice defensive lob from Eala, and Zheng misses an overhead. Missed a lot of overheads today. And by a lot, I mean 2. 2 that I counted, but both kind of in crucial moments of the match. Here's another break point opportunity for Eala. Add out. Down the line, backhand winner from Eala, and the break is back. She's up 2 breaks again. Up 5-1, serving for the match. Wow, what a break from Eala there. Unfortunate game for Zheng. Open court forehand missed at 40-30. Overhead missed at deuce. It's just one of those things. Like, it's just frustrating errors, unforced errors galore in this match. Let's see, 44 of them. But she's also had 38 winners, so she's played well at certain times in this match, but just couldn't find the best tennis when she needed it most. You know, And of course, you know, it goes both ways. So Eala is responsible for those ups and downs too, because she's been playing a lot better than she did in the first set and a half. There's another backhand down the line winner from Eala. 2 consecutive backhand down the line winners. 15 love. Wow. Guys, this is crazy what's happening right here. Eala flipped this thing around big time. Big time. Let me finish my thoughts on Korda. What I was about to say. Somebody asked me about Korda. Like, if you go back, like, maybe, I don't know, go back 5 years or 7 years, and all these great juniors were coming up. You know, you had TFO, Fritz, Opelka. You know, you had all these young Americans coming up, and a lot of people have said that it was Korda with the biggest upside, with the biggest potential, that he was going to be like #1 and stuff like that. They were really hyping him up, and it's been below expectations in a lot of people's eyes, his career so far. But on the other hand, I'm always cautious of these expectations. That's why I say other people. I never really had those thoughts. I always kind of am a realist when it comes to tennis. Not a prognosticator. I have no idea. Okay, I can't see inside the player's head. Therefore, I can't really predict what's going to happen. Whether it's going to be just a regular player on tour or future, maybe a potential contender for slams and all that. It's impossible to know. But yeah, it's been interesting to follow Korda. It's been for sure up and down, that I can tell you. And it's been a lot of disappointments at the biggest stages. Let's put it that way. At like Grand Slams, he's lost a lot of first round matches. He's done well at the lower levels, 250s, 500s, but even Master Series tournaments, and especially Grand Slams, he's struggled. 30 all. Eala 2 points away from the match, up 5-1 in the third. She misses the first serve, second serve. And Zheng rips a forehand, but overhits it, shanks it potentially off center contact. And here's match point for Eala, 40-30. Aubrey, you called it right. You said Eala really holding her ground, absorbing the pace. Yeah, Zheng is ripping, and Eala is so good at crouching down and you know, taking that power and absorbing it. You're right about that. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah, Venus Williams is playing. Yep, she's playing tonight. Against Potapova, I think. Another forehand error from Zheng. Ay, 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 ay. And Eala wins. She flips the script in this match. Zheng was up a set and a break. A cold handshake from Zheng. And she's in a nightmare that continues. You know, if you look at the stats, 46 unforced errors, 39 winners, so a tremendous amount of errors, but also a lot of winners. It's just that the game, she lost her game at the most important stages, and at certain portions of this match, she was simply the better player. She was out hitting Eala, overpowering her. But that's what makes Eala so good, because she never gives up. She didn't give up when she was down a break in that second set. She's continued to fight hard, put returns back into play. Zheng served exceptionally well today. I mean, that's, let me refresh this. I think she had, what, 14 aces, which is absolutely mind-boggling, right? Let me double check the stats here. Well, it says 12 here, but I counted 14. I'm pretty sure it was 14 aces. So yeah, she's serving incredibly well, returning well at times, but then at other times, a lot of errors too. So she's got a, it's all here, it's all mental, right? It's all confidence related. If you clip highlights of this match and you see how Zheng was playing and the winners that she was hitting, you could say like, oh, she still has the top 5 level, right? But the truth is she's ranked out as outside the top 100, and that showed in this match because she completely lost her game when she was close to taking out Eala, and then when she needed to stay in it and fight back, the game disappeared as well in the third set. Also, in that first set, if Eala didn't collapse, if her game didn't collapse up 2-love, 40-love, this could have easily been a straight set victory too for Eala. A very comfortable straight set victory. So I hope that, again, that Zheng can find her form because she's such a good player. Stylistically, so nice to watch, the forehand especially. So let's see if she can get it back together. You know, I'm trying to figure out which match to cover tomorrow. I'm thinking about Osaka. I'm kind of feeling like doing a lot of women's matches this year, at least in the first couple of days. I might do Potapova later today or not. I don't know. Potapova Venus, should I do that? I don't know. Probably nobody will tune into that. Or maybe you guys will. I don't know. It's hard to predict. Let's see tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow, Wednesday? But do I got something tomorrow? Yeah, we got something going on tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. I've got to keep that in mind. Hodar Nishikori, how about that? That's 11 a.m. I won't be able to do that. But that's an interesting match. Hodar Nishikori, how about that? Vukic Musetti back in business. That's nice to see. That's nice to see right there. Atman Tabilo, 2 lefties. Mickelson Manarino, Fritz Meichschak. Kruger Osaka is at 11 though. That's a problem. That's a problem. Oh no, it's not 11. The order of play hasn't been released yet, so I don't know what time they're playing. So I don't know what I'll cover yet. I have to see when the order of play is released because this is still, yeah, no. The matches start at 11, but I don't know the order of play yet. So I'm kind of leaning towards Kruger Osaka, but I would like to do Hodar Nishikori. That'd be cool. That would be cool to cover. And maybe I'll do Venus today. I don't know yet. We'll see. If I ask, do you guys want me to cover Venus? I'm sure you guys would say, nah. Nick, skip that one. Yeah. Amslin, what's the issue with Zhang's game? I haven't watched the match yet. Listen, I talked about it for 3 hours. Yes, I can't go through it again. Rewind the footage. Let's see here. Love to see Kei Nishikori back in action. I thought it was his last year, no? I think it's his last year. Anna, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back with streaming. I'm back in business, guys. Officially back in business streaming. Today It was a slow start, but we're back. We're going all the way to the US Open final. I'm going to try to stream as much as possible. And we're also going to do a lot of videos. Listen, I'm pumped for the hardcore season. It's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be so fun. Great tournaments coming up. I mean, even this tournament is like stacked. And I love this tournament last year. Watched one of the best matches of the entire season in the final. Davidovich Fokina and Diminar in the final. I remember like the brutal story of that match. That match point where that high ball just dipped on the line and it touched the line by a little bit on match point for Davidovich Fokina. He ends up losing it, and then he lost a similar match like that in Del Rey earlier that year in the final. He's never won a final, lost 3 finals last year. And now, a year later, he has won a tournament, you know, so that's nice to see. And he's also not here in a draw. At least I didn't see him. Did I? Is he in a draw? Let me look. Is he in a draw? I don't think so. Let me look real quick. Is Davidovich Fokina in a draw? I don't think it is. No, he's not in a draw, which is interesting. Whatever. But yeah, so this tournament I like a lot. I'll never forget when Kyrgios like played his best tennis of his life here one year. He took out so many good players. Medvedev, Tsitsipas won the whole tournament. That's when he was asking people in the crowd where he should serve. So this, for some reason, there's something about this tournament I like. It's one of my favorite tournaments, and I'm going to cover it. I'm going to do a live stream every day, okay? At least one. And I'm going to watch a lot of matches. So I'm certainly pumped. Then we got the Canada Masters. We got Cincinnati. And then the US Open. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to be here. And I'll see you guys, I don't know exactly when. I have no idea. Tune in later today. I might do a video, actually. I don't know yet, but I might do a video because there's a lot of things happened that I could talk about. So we shall see about that, okay, guys? Oh, one thing that I forgot to look at. Who does Eala play next round? I need to check that real quick. Okay, hold on. Oh, let me see here. Eala will play. Oh, she plays last year's champion Fernandez. Eala Fernandez. How about that? Are you kidding me? That's a blockbuster right there. Filipino heritage for Fernandez against the queen of the Philippines, Eala. Last year's champion. Eala playing well right now with a lot of confidence. 2 lefties playing against each other. That match is a must-watch match. Popcorn match right there. And then the winner of that plays Svitolina, potentially. So it's a brutal draw. But I gotta say though, the men's draw is stacked this year. The men's draw is so good. A lot of great players. So, guys, I'm gonna tune out or log out of here or whatever you call it, and I'll see you guys very soon. Okay, make sure you subscribe to Intuitive Tennis. Make sure that you hit all the possible buttons, except the thumbs down. That one, no, please. Just thumbs up, subscribe, notifications on, and we'll see you guys in the next one, all right? You take care.
you.